Or an outdoor activity instructor. So they lead and teach others in specific skills outdoors, such as climbing, canoeing, skiing, and snowboarding. So these people will help others improve skills, and they are mainly teamwork. So the evaluation of this. So they have to have the correct skills and qualifications, understanding of any. They have to adapt and understand. They have a good awareness of what's going on and be able to communicate very well. So they need to have at least a skill in an outdoor activity or better. So if they went to the job interview and another person had a lot more skills in other sports than you do, they were going to get the job as they have more knowledge than you. You need to have a first aid certificate in case anyone has an accident, and a life-saving certificate, which is so you are able to do CPR and use a defibrillator. So they're very hours. So in the winter, you're going to get a lot more hours in skiing and snowboarding, but you're not going to get as many hours in the summer for those two specific sports. But in the summer, you're going to get a lot more for climbing, as everyone wants to be outdoors and more in those kind of environments. The competition and development as it's a low pay, there isn't as much competition. So this is going to be more for people that's like in a gap years for university, for example, and they just want to make some good money to start with. And also they need to have a DBS check. So they need to get this, so as if they're working with kids, then they are going to have this. So advantages for me, I have a knowledge in a specific sports activity, which is climbing, and I am able to work as a team with others. But negatives, I don't have the qualifications. I have a shallow knowledge in outdoor activities, but because I only know one, there's a lot more out there, and others know more than I will, so they have better skills than I do in this job. So commuting for me is quite far. I would have to travel to Brighton every day and maybe further. So that's going to cost me a lot of money. So the best job that would fit for me, I think, is the physiotherapy. So for one reason is the knowledge. As I'm currently doing a sport and exercise science degree at college, doing a sport and exercise course, I have good knowledge of the body and the anatomy, so I know the muscles and I know how try to improve them. I have a high passion for high performance sport. So as I play a lot of high performance sport in tennis myself, I know how players move and how they would play and how they'd like to improve their own performance. And I'm very committed. So if I try to do a research project in physiotherapy, I'll have to work for a client for a long time. I would be committed to them and not finish it until they are fully recovered. So this has been my video on 23.1 work opportunities in sport.